Hey guys, Kevin Rogers, Bass Tank brand ambassador. I'm here at the world headquarters of Bass Tank. Got my brand new 2021 Bass Cat, completely stripped down, comes from a factory like this. We're here, we're gonna do a before and after. This is straight out of the factory, one of the first 10 2021 Bass Cats. We're gonna rig this thing out. Bass Tank is gonna put the Bass Tank system on this. We're gonna have a force trolling motor up here, Garmin force trolling motor. We're gonna do a big 16-inch 8616 up here with the livescope technology. We're gonna come in the back, we're gonna put dual 8612s in the back, so I can have the mapping system and regular down imaging, side imaging on the Garmin. Now with this boat, we're gonna have the whole system in here. Pretty exciting being a crappie fisherman, having something like this. If you're looking for the livescope technology, I've never seen anything like it. It has swept the fishing industry, taken it by storm. There's guys that are smallmouth fishing and catching 40 foot deep on the livescope. There's guys crappie fishing in 3 feet of water, catching them on the livescope. If you want the livescope technology, contact the Bass Tank. These guys are experts at it. That's why I drove my boat all the way down 4 hours to drop it off to these guys, because I know when the install is done here next week, it'll be done right. So visit the Bass Tank. We'll show you before and then we'll show you after when this boat is done. That pole is handy. I think every boat should have a pole like that.
We're good, bro.
So, I'm such a newbie to Garmin. I've never even used Garmin.
You want me to play with them real quick when we idle over there?
What do you want to do?
Let me set them up.
You can idle in, you can drive it in. I mean, just the clarity of this.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Boat started, that's a good thing. Hey guys, Kevin Rogers. I'm out here with John. We got the brand new Bass Cat out here with the new electronics. I'm a meathead when it comes to electronics, and and before the livescope, I would not use my electronics. And that sounds crazy. I'd use it for the mapping system and tell me how deep it was, and I would fish. Well, now I'm understanding how powerful these tools are. So John's gonna help us set up these brand new units and walk us through how to do that. So John, go ahead.
You got a unique setup in that you've got two 8612s, right? So a lot of times, maybe you want to conserve power or whatever, so you may only have one unit running. So when I have one unit running, I like to set up a 4-box, and I usually do this. We haven't set it fully up yet, but we got our side imaging down and traditional. I like to put them right next to each other so you can kind of glance, and then you get your mapping right here. So we're going to go through and play with a little bit more mapping. But if you want to set that up, all you have to do, you set this up as a favorite already. You just go into your combos. When you hit combos, you go down to menu. You can edit or you can add a combo. Add your combo. Now we got choices of layouts. So you got all these different choices of layouts.
So let's do a side by side. Let's do a mapping and a regular 2D image. Let's do one. Set up the combo.
Okay. So we're gonna set that. So let's say we wanted to do that. So we just tap over here. Now we got our decisions to make. We go to charts, sonars, graphs, gauges, video. We're gonna go to charts, fishing chart. Put your fishing chart here. And if we wanted to just do regular 2D, or you want to do side imaging?
Let's just do regular 2D.
Do traditional?
Yep,
sonar?
traditional. There it is.
So there you are. So what you do, you go back into your home. There's a combo. Now we can edit it and name it if we want to.
Right.
We can name it Kevin's favorite, whatever. So just go back and hold down on it. It's gonna give us an option to add favorite. Okay. So now you can build all the combos you want, but if you want to just go to your favorites, you hit favorites, and then you got your 2 options. So we can flip back and forth between that and that option there.
That's amazing.
Pretty quickly.
Yep.
Now let's say I'm in our 4-box, and you're idle along, you're like, hey man, I really want to look at this with my side imaging. All we're going to do is out of these forces, we're going to select that with a finger touch, and then we're going to expand that. And now we're in our side.
That's the coolest thing you showed me so far. I had no idea it would do. That is awesome, and it does it for each box. Just like that's expanding that box while you're in that view. That's definitely a shortcut. Fishermen need to know about.
This is one of my favorite setups. Now we haven't fully set some of this up. So if we wanted to play with these options here, now we're just going to only edit the side imaging options. We can go to our menu bar. Now.
Oh, and the distance we're shooting out sideways, and the gain and contrast, brightness, all that stuff.
Yep. Side view setup. We got all our options here. How we want to scroll, noise reject, interferences, all those things. Appearance, color scheme, we can change it. If we want to. We can play with however we want depending on the day. Sometimes with these cloudy days, this black emerald really sticks out. You want to look at the fish,
Right.
not really focus too much on the rock and things of that nature. But copper, I kind of like copper in these situations here.
Very cool. What I'm excited about when we get going here today, we just got on the water. What I'm excited is to see the livescope back here in the console. So I've never seen that. So yesterday you were a couple days ago you were with Jason Chris, and I saw him sitting here, and he was watching you fish from back here. And I've never had that, right? So when I first got the livescope, it was me installing it poorly. I did a horrible job, right? It hardly ever worked. I installed it as fast as I could. I got the transducer on, and that's all I did, because all I wanted to do was go crappie fishing with the livescope. But now that it's set up properly, there's so many different applications you can use for your fishing. So I can't wait to see that screen reading livescope and actually being to see it back here. I think that's going to be powerful. If you're in a lake that doesn't have timber, where you could leave that trolling motor down, like if I go to Mille Lacs Lake here in a couple months or a couple weeks, I could leave the trolling motor down if I'm not up against the rock, and I can see fish on livescope back here. So that's pretty cool to me.
The trolling motor's not down the water, but
right.
If we wanted to, all we'd have to do is go to our sonars, and there's a livescope option, and it's reading what's up.
It's reading right
it's
there,
not in the water
which
right
it's
now.
up right now,
Yeah.
and it's reading.
So, what we could do here is we could set this right here. Set this as your favorite on this left screen. So now you have left. So anytime you ever want to go real quick, you hit favorites, boom, and someone can see livescope going on. Now here's what's cool also. Say someone's fishing up here, I can change and adjust that. So when I'm teaching people and training, and they're up there, and I don't want to mess with them with too many things at once, I can adjust this right here.
You can adjust that livescope from this. Screen. That is pretty neat. Awesome. All right, I want to see you catch fish.
Let me show you something on 2D that you're going to want to know for dropping and stuff. There's a tool called the livescope. And so on your 2D screen, your traditional sonar, this is all past information. This information
is behind us. Right. But 2D's always been that way. You're always seeing when you throw your boom marker, you always used to throw it behind the boat 20 yards, right? When you found something.
So you remember the old flashers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Instantaneous information? Yeah. There's still a way to get that. It's the fastest way to get information. It actually picks up information faster than your livescope. And it's just a simple sonar setup. It's going to be in appearances. You can see it right there. A-scope. For awesome.
For awesome scope.
Now here we are. Instantaneous information right here.
So it's still showing you what we've passed over.
This is all old information.
And that's brand new information.
Yep.
Wow, that's
well,
cool.
Our minds always want to read left to right. But we got to remember on traditional sonar, we need to read right to left.
That is something that is hard for us to remember. Yeah, especially if you take someone new with the livescope, they're always they don't understand where we're going to it. It's always left to right because the way we read has trained their minds. Yeah, absolutely.
So this right here, this is instantaneous information. So I did the same thing when I'm dropping. I got my A-scope on. So when I drop, like a drop,
if you're dropping a drop shot
or a drop shot or whatever, it's going to pick it up right there. And so I'm going to be able to get a lot closer to that fish. Where he's at right now.
That is awesome.
Even know where I'm at right now instead of passing information.
Very cool. All right. Let's go get this livescope dialed in.